everyone, I'm Rebecca Gabrielle. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Living with Spice. Really great to have you here. We're going to do a weekly card reading for Pisces for the week of the 1st through the 7th of June. Now you probably know I do both weeklies and monthly reads. The monthly reads are already posted and up on my YouTube channel for June, so don't forget to check those out. Now the weekly reads are general readings, so it's not going to resonate for everyone, so don't force it. Just take what fits your situation and leave what doesn't. And if you'd like a private reading, my details are in the description box below. If you are enjoying the readings, do let me know. Give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do that. Don't forget to click the notification bell, because that way you'll get a notification to your email to say that I've done the uploads for the videos, so you won't miss out, which will be a great thing. Now, I also have, some people really love to know what cards it is that I'm using, the card decks. I've made a list in the description box, so if you're curious, do check those out. And of course, if you'd like to also support me doing the work that I do, I would greatly appreciate it. It takes a lot of time and effort for me to do these videos. So if you feel inclined, a donation is always gratefully accepted. And also, if you happen to decide that you'd like to see me stick around for a longer period of time and support me to continue doing this work, you may like to consider becoming a patron of Living with Spice, which means you're a fan and you'd like to contribute on a monthly basis, and it could be just a couple of dollars a month. Now, my patrons will get exclusive benefits, and that'll be early access to some videos, love readings, anything extra that I do that won't be available to the general public. Something to consider anyway. All right, Pisces, let's take a look at what is coming up for you for the first week of June. All right, Pisces, let's take a look what's coming up in terms of the energies, things that are unfolding in your life in the first week of June. We thank you, Spirit, just giving us some guidance around what the key focus is for you in this first week of June. I don't do reversals. I'm going to take those two. All right, okay, so Pisces. There are some changes, some shifts happening, and some decisions to be made. Now, at the beginning of the week, we've got a situation around, there's two things. One is a celebration of an event, which is an emotional event. But given the cards that are following here, I'm kind of intuiting that the Three of Cups is often an energy where there's, you know, more than one person in the mix in your life, and you know, given that it's followed by the Nine of Wands here, there is some difficulties around some multiple relationships in your life at the moment. So the Three of Cups energy often refers to third-party situation, but in any case, it's multiple people, and you've got some things heavily weighing on your mind, some things that feel like a burden. You're trying to manage multiple energies at the same time, and it's weighing you down, and it's put you in a space of having to make some very significant decisions. So we've got the Two of Wands card here, which is letting us know that you've got a choice to make, path A or path B, and this is quite challenging for you to make this decision, and you are recognizing that, you know, it's going to be a potentially a painful process. The Three of Swords let us know that there's a little bit of heartache going, not a little bit, it can be a lot. I'm sorry, I don't mean to diminish that, but it depends on your situation. Certainly, there's some challenges that will cause you some emotional difficulties, and the decisions that you have to make around multiple people, you know, will have an impact on yourself and an impact on others. However, it would seem that Spirit is saying you know, it's come to the crunch. It's come to the crunch time. You know, you are very heavily weighed down by this burden, and you realise, look, it's come to that time where you need to make it. You need to make a decision as to which way you're going. Yeah. So I feel, however, that you end up, you know, despite how challenging this feels, and it can be at times painful, you know, the swords in the heart represent, you know, pretty tough, challenging communication that, you know, affects us at a deeper level. That I'm separating here from this energy here, because there's quite a distinct difference here, and I feel that at some point you have to deal with this. It's got to the point, and I'm surprised we don't have the Tower card here, but I know that has come up in previous readings. It's got to the point where you now need to take some action and make a decision. And I feel that the universe is not going to let you you know, move on from this energy for too much longer. You won't be lingering in this energy for too much longer. Now, the reason why I say that, you have actually a positive outcome, or at least you're moving towards that positive outcome. So you've got the Nine of Pentacles. You've got a really beautiful energy here that is letting us know that you're moving towards this, which is a resolution and a feeling of abundance in your life. It's your physical life, your quality of life, a sense of peace and ease. Now look at the joy is it the Queen? No, it doesn't say. Anyway, there's a Queen pictured here. Doesn't matter. She's in her element. She's enjoying the peace, and I feel that this energy is where you're moving towards. Abundance is happiness, fulfillment, peace, flow, everything that you're desiring. It's the opposite of this energy here, which is toxic. It's weighing you down, it's draining you, it's holding you back. Now, I feel that you're moving towards this energy. This is what you're desiring. It's completely opposite to this energy, and in order to get there, you have to step into your Emperor energy. And this is you stepping up and going, you know what, it's time. I'm stepping into my Emperor energy. That's your wisdom, your groundedness, your knowledge. All of the things that you have learned to date, you are now bringing to the fore, and you're going, I'm doing this. There's confidence here, self-confidence. The Emperor energy in this card is a trusted energy. It comes from experience. It comes from heightened spiritual awareness and soul growth. There's a real sense of, I've got clarity. I've got clarity, and I can see the bigger picture here. Okay? Insight, wisdom, the bigger picture here. You know, the big zodiac and the big sky. The red and the blue is your experience, your wisdom, your life experience, and your spiritual wisdom. It's sort of like you're bringing it all together, and you are stepping into that energy in order to make the decision. An Emperor makes sound, wise decisions, and you're moving towards that energy. It's pretty heavy stuff, really. So, okay, Pisces. Let's see how Spirit is walking with you in the journey here to assist you through this period of time. And let's remember, it's a period of time. Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance for Pisces in the first week of June. I mean, I'm loving that energy, aren't you? Doesn't that look just so... If you could just imagine all the things that you're wishing and hoping for. There's a lot of butterflies in this card, which also means transformation, elevated life, quality of living. So, you know, despite the challenge here, keep in mind where you're moving towards. Abundance and riches, that to me, Nine of Pentacles is just shy of 1, 10 of Pentacles, where you've got it made. It's long-term abundance, not short-lived abundance. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Okay, we'll get to that in a minute. Okay. You're going through some massive growth and changes. So we have Archangel Sandalphon here. The Unity card, 5, is all about change and transformation. You're going through transformation at quite a higher level at the moment. It's not just your physical world, which is indicated by Pentacles. It's also at a spiritual level. Now this card is talking about you are being in tune and asked to be in tune with understanding multiple traditional viewpoints, spiritual viewpoints, perspectives. And because this card is representing multiple spiritual viewpoints, it says to me that your soul is growing at a level where you're learning to collaborate, incorporate multiple viewpoints, consider these, and as a way to move up and into this understanding and energy, you have a mentor or like-minded people who are able to assist you with this thinking and growing and learning and in this new space. And so yeah, this is quite significant expansion and learning on a soul level. And your mentor or someone who's like-minded for this space is assisting you to step up, to make these or integrate these beautiful changes. Okay. Coming back down to Earth. Coming back down to Earth here. We've got the Knight of Fire comes in, and I'm just going to power up. Here we go. The Knight of Fire comes in quite quickly. Now, there's a sudden event that happens in this week. Needs your attention straight away. Time is of the essence, and you've got to think things through quickly. So you've got to make, you've got to stay focused. We've got the King of Fire here. There's action, so there's a lot of movement and action that happens. You've got to stay focused. You've got to communicate with vision that's coming from your higher self here, and you've got to step into that leader energy, the Emperor energy here. Okay, you're being called to step up, and you are going to be seeking advice of this mentor. Okay, which is good. It's great, you know. The teacher arrives when the student is ready. So we've got fast action here. Knight of Fire, King of Fire. It's all happening. So this is the news that you've got to, that comes in quickly, and you've got to act upon quickly. And then we've got the King of Fire, which is asking you to really focus your attention, to communicate clearly, and to really step into your leader energy. You've got to take action here. It's important. Now, you know, sometimes when things are all happening rather quickly, and especially given that you've just had to deal with something pretty intense here, you know, it's quite easy for you, Pisces, to go into, oh my God, energy, which is the 8 of air, where everything is just rushing at you. And it can feel a little bit overwhelming in that sense of, you know, feeling trapped and sort of losing your groundedness, losing your confidence in the moment, and feeling hesitant to take action. And if you delay, nobody's asking you to be impulsive, but if you don't respond to the opportunity, especially when you've got so much beautiful assistance here and guidance about it being a positive move, you're going to end up staying stuck and staying at this crossroads, what would feel like indefinitely. So this 8 of air energy is you having a little bit of a mental, oh my God, moment, and of feeling trapped, okay, and not really quite knowing, oh, what do I do, what do I do? But remember, that's a mental energy. That's you just going into your fear. Now, we have the benefit of the reading here that's letting you know you've got a good mentor. You know, go seek advice from the mentor. and come from a place of wisdom and your higher self in order to deal with this situation. Think things through carefully, logically, from a wise point of view, not from where you have come from. Otherwise, Spirit would not be guiding you to make this decision and choice if it weren't for the better, right? Because otherwise you're going to stay in this feeling of carrying this burden around you indefinitely. And I don't think you want to miss out on that lifestyle, that quality of life and that sense of freedom and transformation. You don't want to miss out on that. So I think you're going to need to confront your fears, but do it with some help, Now, what's come out here as well is the Three of Water card. There is a celebration, a wedding, a graduation, a birth, and also the desire to have more fun. So the Three of Water is celebration and enjoying the freedom of letting go, and there's going to be a reason to celebrate. So what's the reason? What is the celebration? And whatever it is, it's going to be beautiful. So isn't that great? Let's see what else comes out around perhaps the celebration. Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance for Pisces in this week. Stepping into your Emperor energy, your King energy, is a good thing. This is something you can easily do. And, if you come from your creative self, your passionate side, your fire energy, where you're feeling charismatic and motivated, and, when you take that energy on board, it's, there's no need for this. I think this is temporary because it's the opposite of you being in your King and Emperor energy. So I feel like it's momentary, where you feel a little bit, but you get over it, okay? And then you've got this beautiful energy that you're focusing on with things to celebrate. Ooh. Oh, sorry for laughing. That card had just flew out. New Beginnings card. That's come out for a couple of readings. Oh my gosh. Oh, things are shifting like there's no tomorrow for many of you, not just Pisces. So we've got the New Beginnings card here, which means you're starting. There's a new beginning. There's a new fresh start in your life, and you're tapping into your purpose. You're looking at the bigger picture. You're definitely looking at the bigger picture here. And in order to move to new beginnings, Pisces, you're really learning to come from a more compassionate view and to release the past. And this energy is very, the Emperor energy here is feels in this deck compassionate and wise, decisive, a leader. It's not a young, impulsive energy in this deck. It's a wise energy, and this is you, Pisces, and it's helping you to release the past with compassion, with wisdom, to move forward to a new beginning. And it feels that it's connected with your purpose. It feels congruent, like it's meant to be. And you've got Archangel Jeremiah here overseeing you and providing the light and the guidance for you as you step forward. Seven of Gabriel card. Archangel Gabriel is all about communication. 7 is about stepping up and standing up for what you believe in. So Spirit is saying, you know what? During this transformation that you're going through, which is quite at times turbulent, emotional, transformative, a bit of a workout here, mentally, emotionally, having to move quickly and make decisions. It feels pretty intense energy. But Spirit is with you and saying, don't forget to stand up for what you believe. And there is healthy ways to do that. That's keeping that in mind. The Emperor is not stomping on anybody, okay? We are being discerning with our communication because you're learning to come from your more spiritual point, more spiritual self, higher self, to incorporate new perspectives, multiple views. And so Spirit is saying have confidence. Have confidence in who you are and claim your personal power from a point of view of feeling confident moving forward. Have confidence in yourself moving forward to this energy, to the change that's happening in your life. And yeah, nice to have the affirmation. Very nice. Yeah, I think this card came up in your monthly reading, I'm not sure. The Five of Raphael, it's a healing card. And it says here, look, 5 again is about change and recognizing what you're moving away from and moving towards. So in this card, the advice here is that everything happens for a reason. And you know, that's what happens when we recognize that we've got new beginnings. We know that we're ready. And when there's change, you know, decisions, shifting, changing, moving on, it can be uncomfortable, but the advice is to move on without regret and embrace the opportunities for happiness going forward and to look for the silver lining. So this is represented by, you know, some disappointments, these empty packages here, what you thought was going to be rewarding and fulfilling, you know, the grass is always greener kind of thing, didn't quite work out, you know, the packages here are empty. You've realized that's done. But you're moving away from this. The 5 is moving away from this, and you noticing that there's another package here that is all fully wrapped and ready for you to move towards. And perhaps that's what helps you reach this. So there's a process here. The 5 energies, you're on your way, but we can see that you move through that really rapidly. With the Knight of Fire, that's fast-paced energy. It's 7 of Gabriel. It's going up the ladder here, and then we hit new beginnings. So this is rapid change. You know, if you're not exhausted by the end of all this, I'll be surprised. So I'm going to pull a couple of cards from the Archangel Raphael deck, which is the healing deck. You know, just to, in what ways can Spirit support you going through this? Yeah, okay. You're in a lot of mental energy here, Pisces. There's a lot of mental energy. Please help me trust my feelings as the accurate barometer of truth. If you haven't been doing that, Pisces, trusting your intuition, it's now time to do that. So, you know, when you're forced to make a decision and change your path, Spirit is saying it's time to trust your intuition during this transformative time. And clearly that's going to be required, you know, when you're tapping into spiritual wisdom and energy, you know, the lower energy of your physical realm is just not going to cut it. And you've got to step up into this Emperor and King energy in order to move forward. And to do that appropriately, you need to trust your inner guts. You need to trust your intuition. If you haven't been listening, now is the time. And I'm just going to add to that. You do manage to do that. Spirit is watching over you. It's just so beautiful. It's like this one angel has been watching over you for many lifetimes. Watching you go through the process of evolving and changing and growing in your soul, which is really lovely, and you're just elevating to a new level here, Pisces, which is beautiful. So I feel that's very strongly for some of you. For others of you, this card has got a double meaning, and if we pay attention to this card here, there's a birth happening. New baby, yay. 3 cups here, okay? Right, new birth, celebrating birth. Got a little bub here. Beautiful angel stepping in to watch over this brand new soul. Or new birth. Don't know if it's new soul, new birth. Man, love it. Absolutely love it. I love doing this. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Another card. Yes, that was trying to come out before as well. Call upon Archangel Raphael for help, Pisces. I feel like you're needing some divine intervention here to help you heal through quite an intense time. And the advice here is for you to, whoever it is that you resonate with in terms of a higher power, God, Spirit, Source, your higher self, Spirit is suggesting to you that now is the time to really ask for help with your healing. However it is that you do that, divine healing is available to you and divine healing intervention. And I feel quite strongly that this is your moment. You are going through quite a significant transformation, spiritual transformation, that yes is impacting your physical world. Now is the time for you to call upon that healing energy. Wow, and this is just a week's reading. Okay, I'm going to finish off with a card from the Lightworker Oracle deck. Given that this is such a transformative period in your life, I feel that we're going to get something here to assist you. Thank you, Spirit. Pisces, you're going through the dark night of the soul, aren't you? My dear Pisces. You know, I'm so glad we saw the rest of this reading so that you know what you're moving towards and the beautiful energy and the support that's around you. But clearly this energy here is quite a challenge for you. Dark night of the soul. It's like the moment before dawn, you know. It's when you are feeling at a loss of direction and the challenge is weighing quite heavily on you. But somehow intuitively you know this is a process you have to go through, and while mentally it's weighing upon you and you're finding it really difficult to make the decision and to take the action that's needed in your life, I think you feel that this is, as heavy as it's feeling in the moment, you intuitively know it's a process that you've got to go through. It's like, and I'm sorry to use the very classic metaphor of the butterfly transforming, you know. I'm sure it's not that I've ever been a butterfly, but going through that metamorphosis or chrysalis process is, you know, we're going from a caterpillar to a butterfly. That's immense. The energy that's required, the cocooning that's required, you know, the dark night of the soul is the cocooning and going within and really feeling what you've got to feel, and the physicality, the emotional, the mental, everything. But somehow you know it's a process you've got to go through, a bit like labour. You know that there's going to be an end to it. And I'm so glad that Spirit is helping you to see where you're moving towards and the energy that's required from you to get there, keeping in mind where you're going, heading towards. This Nine of Pentacles is an abundance card. celebrations happening, new beginnings happening, Spirit watching over you, Spirit suggesting draw in the divine healing from the archangels to assist you with this process. I'm going to just read the card for you to see in summary what it's offering here. You're ready. This card is suggesting you are ready for a more real and radiant relationship with the divine. Your preconceived ideas and safe, limiting beliefs may be sacrificed in order for this to happen. Yeah, your limiting beliefs that you've been carrying with you for all of this time, you can let those go. To the divine, these are only the clothing of your spirit. They are impediments to the beautiful soul that you are, Pisces. You might feel vulnerable and uncertain as you're going through this process and, stripping away things that are no longer needed. Especially as you enter the dark night of the soul. But you understand that all you need to rely on is the divine. This truly is between you and the divine and nothing and no one else. And you feel the presence of the divine. Ask for Archangel Raphael's help, okay, through this process. This is a spiritual transformation for you. It may be difficult and you may feel tested to trust. But this is your soul growth, Pisces. This is your moment to truly, truly trust. It will come to an end, and the night always ends and the dawn comes. And when that dawn does come, it will be such a sweet relief for you, and you'll know that it was all worthwhile. Just know as you're going through the process, you are meant to feel everything that you are feeling. There is nothing wrong with you. You're not doing anything wrong. You are moving closer to the divine. It makes me want to cry. It's so beautiful is what I mean. It's just such a beautiful transformation. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it at that. You are so beautifully watched over and protected by the angels. I'm sending you much love and light. Take care of yourself. Watch the reading again to help you, to remind you where to keep your focus. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye for now.